Okay, off we go again then, part 2 of the walk. I'm glad to say that cloud I think is going that way, which I'm really happy about because I want that. Anyway, this is where we left off. Tyre Hill Spinney. The bench with the view. Footpath to East Haddon. Playing field, I can't speak properly. What a beautiful spot. You can't hang around though. Off we go. The time is 3:52 and the sun is almost down about 6. So I've got about 2 hours. Should be fine. It's not a 2-hour walk, but let's get cracking. I was going to say, I'm sure there used to be another little gate to go through here, but it seems to have disappeared. Anyway, footpath, you can see it, you can clearly see it. It goes up there. Just going to stop and admire the view for a minute. Can't zoom in, you know that, but and I've done a video from this spot. I think it was my third, the Hills of Northamptonshire 3, I think it was. If anyone wants to see a zoom in. God, what a view. I mean, you know, you get some people that would see that and they just wouldn't think twice about it. They wouldn't bat an eyelid. But I've always been like this. If I see something like that, it just takes my breath away. Takes my breath away. And I know that if in other parts of the country you get, shall we say, much better views because you're higher up, like Yorkshire and Lake District, places like that. I know that, but for Northamptonshire, we have to just do what we got, and what we've got is beautiful. And this is one of them. This is one of the best. It really is. Anyway, and of course, I would love for there to be higher hills here, mountains, them sort of things. I love that sort of thing, but there ain't. So you just have to make do with what you got. This is what this whole channel is about, me doing these walks, and I just want to discover places. And primarily I started out, just trying to find high places, hills, places of elevation that you can get good views, because it just, you know, I was sort of like, I got into this bit of a rut when I was looking at my maps a lot and just wishing I could live somewhere else. And that's where these videos came from, me just deciding one day that I need to appreciate what I've got around me. And once you start doing that, honestly, you're so much happier. I am, anyway. I can only speak for me. So much happier with what you got around you. appreciating it and investigating it and exploring it and finding new places. It's just brilliant. It's so exciting. It really is. I've been going on walks like this for years. Never even occurred to me to record them. Just never even occurred to me, you know. But now I just get to enjoy the walks I love any time of year, any moment I want. Press of a button. It's brilliant. So that's where technology is great. In other aspects, I don't like it, but it is what it is. Well, we're going that way. Just want to look over here a minute. There is the clubhouse for the East Haddon. Like I said, I think it's the cricket club, and it's the play park and the playing field over there. And if anyone doesn't know where that is, if you're coming through the main road through East Haddon village, right opposite the Red Lion pub, there's a really inconspicuous looking little driveway that brings you up to the play park and the cricket club. It's easy to miss. I had to really look for it the first time I found this place. So yeah, it's opposite the Red Lion pub. You can't miss that place. But anyway, back on with the walk. We're heading right. And to be fair, just if you park up in the car park there of the cricket club, you can just walk this way. If it's a lovely walk, by all means do that. But if you're doing this walk and don't want to go all the way around there, you can just literally walk from the clubhouse to here. I'm really going to miss this. I just miss this for the winter. When it gets colder and the leaves fall from the trees. It's just, I'm just going to miss this. Do you know what? If I could be anything, real or imaginary, and live anywhere, I think I'd be a hobbit in a hobbit hole with all the comforts of home and with all that nature and scenery of the Shire on my doorstep. Yeah, I'd be Bilbo Baggins, definitely. Maybe I should have named my channel Bilbo of the Shire instead of the man with no name. Nah, you can't beat a bit of Clint, man. I had a scare yesterday. My missus went on the internet and she done this column or video popped up and it says Clint Eastwood was dead or something, and she said it to me and I was like, what? I was like in panic mode. Turns out it's one of them hoax things, one of them what do they call them, clickbait videos, where it didn't actually say he was dead, it implied it, I think. And I was panicking, even though one of these days he's gonna go. He's 93. I just don't want him to go though. He's just the man. He's just the coolest man on the planet. Love him. Absolutely love him. when you get to this point, it's a bit of a weird one. You're going to go down here, across there to that hedge, and then up there, and through that gap there, I think it is. It's a bit of a weird one, but I'll show you. Aha. When I was considering doing this walk today, I considered doing from East Haddon. You can't see it, I can see it, but where is it? Just there, Holdenby Church. It's a historic church. I was going to do the walk from East Haddon playing fields to there, but I decided on circular instead. But one of these days we're going to do the walk to Holdenby Church, but I need to make sure, I don't know how I'm going to make sure, but I hope, keep our fingers crossed, that we can get in and have a look as well. So I don't want to do the whole walk and then get there and realise it's shut, because sometimes it is. I've been in before, but yeah, anyway. I just never realised you could see it from here. You could just see it, it's just peeking through the trees there. It looks a lot closer, but when you have to walk go all the way around the houses, it's quite a long walk, but anyway. Gap in the hedge here, you can see, well, you can't zoom, like I said, just there, in white buildings, that's where we've got to head past there. The Holdenby Church walk is much further down that way, but we've got to go that way back onto the Harlestone road and under the train bridge. Okay, we turn left here. God, there's so many walks that keep popping into my head. I'm thinking, oh, I've got to do that one. I've got to document that one on video. There's so many just keep firing themselves into my head. I need to write them down, really. Look at that. Look how the sun's casting them shadows. That is the hill. Here you go. That's Tyre Hill, Spinney. And that is the hill in the last video, just there, up there, where I said I need to do a Hills of Northamptonshire video because it's beautiful. But that there is the hill we came down. I wish I'd brought me binoculars. And this here, this is the place I was telling you about, Rowell, Leyes. It does look abandoned, but I mean, it can't be because there's cows in the field. So, but I'll show you when we get closer. It does look abandoned. And there's them houses again. Just see, we've got to go past them. Here we are, look. And you can't really see it, can you? Without zooming in. And with that sun directly behind it, I wasn't counting on that. I wasn't factoring in that. See if it's any better down here. Now this is the best view we're going to get of it because we're heading into behind the trees now. So, but yeah, if we block the sun out, here you go. That's a bit better view. Look, you can see how the brick doors, all the bricks coming down, and like I said, it's somebody owns it. I wish I flipping owned it. I'd turn it into a dream house. Be fabulous. Imagine living with that. Imagine living with that for a view. I can't imagine it. Stepping out your front door with a cup of tea, to sit down on a bench on the porch or something and just sit and watch and listen. Tyre Hill Spinney again. Tell you what, my toe and a half hurting inside this welly boot. I don't often wear welly boots for long walks. I did it because of the rain recently. God, it's hurting. Reminds me of why I don't go out when it's been wet. Normally, couldn't resist today though with the weather, and with the same old notion of it might be the last time. Fear of missing out. At the bottom of the hill from Rowell Leyes, we're turning left. Just looking at this field, it's so evenly, what do they call it? I don't know, raked. But can you see there's so many cobwebs all on the field? I don't know if you can see them. All over it. Just got to here. I can't remember if it's up there or at the end of the next field that we turn. I can't really remember. I don't see any signs. I might have to get my map out in a sec. Have a little look. Yeah, I don't see anything. Let's have a look. Yeah, look. There's Rowell Leyes. We've come round the corner. We're there. We're at the end of the first field. We've got to go to another field and then turn right. And if you can see, it sort of shows this. Where's it? I can't. It's in shadow. It's like there. It's like a hill, and that is that hill there. So we've got to go to the end of this next field and then turn right. God, look at that oak tree. Stunning, isn't it? Absolutely massive. And there's a signpost. What is it with bent signposts around here? How the hell's that happened? Anyway, as you can see, footpath to East Haddon, that's where we came from. Bridle away to Northants, that's the way we're going. And up to Holdenby Church. It's quite a long walk that way. And then up the hill. I think you can see just see the top of Holdenby house there, and the church is very close. See all them flies and gnats, midges, whatever they are. Ditch water. Look at that. Whoa. Dark in here. Anyway, that's where we're going. Down there into the train bridge. And then we're turning right. Cirrus Trading Limited, North Yard. That's what that place was. I think we just missed the train going across the bridge. Oh look, there's no one coming. And then we've got the old railway cottages on the right here. There's a little brook running down there. You can see it. I've seen lorries get stuck under this before. I haven't seen it actually happen, but I've come up behind them like after the event, after the fact. Of course, coming out of Bennett. Or was that meant to be like that? I don't know. Straight down there is the main front entrance of Harlestone, Althorpe House. The Althorpe Coaching Inn pub. Okay, listen folks, my phone might be dying in a minute. I've got as far as I've got, and I've got a portable charger which I've just plugged in, but it's still going down, so I could die at any minute. I'll do a follow-up, probably, well, I'll have to turn it off for a bit, see how it goes, and then maybe continue from here, but well, it might not, it might start. It's gone down really quick. Okay, update. My heart was in my mouth because I've done all this video and I wanted it in 2 parts. And my phone got down to 1% just then. I plugged it in at 5 and it went down within the space of a minute down to 1. Even with my phone plugged into the portable charger. Woo! And then it got to 1, held on that. It's just gone back up to 2. So I don't think I'll be able to turn off and do a part 3. Man, I tell you, honestly, my heart was in my mouth thinking, what's going to happen? And also I was thinking, if it turns off while I'm still recording, I don't know, maybe it'll lose the whole recording, who knows? Anyway, I'm going to just stop. I'm going to press pause for a minute, keep walking and just see if it goes up anymore. Hopefully it will. Fingers crossed. Okay, well I'm happy to say the phone's gone back up to 5% charge. I've said it before, but the reason I was so worried about that and I didn't just stop and maybe do another part is because I can't, when I edit these together on my phone, and I don't use a computer or anything, I just use my phone. I'm not great with technology. I'm okay with this, but with a lot of other stuff I'm not great. And when I edit 2 videos together, it really diminishes the quality. I don't want that. I really don't want that, because when I've got this super steady motion on already, it already diminishes a little bit with that. So I don't want it diminished anymore. So I have to do, I can't edit anything. What I get is what I get. So I just have to be very careful. Just tried to start recording, a pheasant came flying out of the bush. Scared the crap out of me. I just tried to press record to get it. Didn't get my finger on the button though. But here's the walls of Althorpe. Not the walls of Mordor, but the walls of Althorpe. There's Tyre Hill Spinney, and oh god, where's it gone? Rowell Leyes there. And I keep repeating myself, but I'm always fascinated when I can see that I was there earlier. I'm always fascinated with it. Just humour me, people. Just humour me. I repeat myself a lot. I get all excited in myself, and I sometimes forget that it isn't you know, other people aren't feeling that. Worm making its way across the road. Hurry up, mate. Car will be along in a minute. What entertainment, eh? Listen, watching a worm cross the road. Oh, well, it's different, isn't it? Oh god, tell you what, my toes blooming killing inside that boot. Be red raw when I get it off later. There's a footpath there, leads you straight across to Tree Alley, just in front of the church, or behind the church. There's the gap here, I was going to say. And I don't know if you remember, a few weeks back, maybe, I can't remember how long back, a month back maybe, I don't know, I did a video, a Hills of Northamptonshire video. I think I'm mentioning it was the first one I did on 4K. Well, this is the spot, this is where I did it from. You can see the sign for the church down there, and this is where I did it from. Just repeat myself. Forgot to mention in that video though that it's Tyre Hill Spinney. I watched it back and thought, why didn't I mention that? I think I've mentioned it enough today though to make up for it, don't you? And again, there's Holdenby House. Still quite a few cars here. When I left earlier, it was the busiest I've ever seen it. So many cars. Anyway, we're back at the church, Great Brington, and that was the Great Brington East Haddon Circular Walk.